Hello everyone, today I'm back for another Minecraft statue tutorial. Today we're going to be building Supergirl from, I guess, the ending of Superman and her new costume in the new Supergirl movie. I know some of you are probably going to say, hey, you already made her. Honestly, that video wasn't very accurate, so what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to make that the comic book tutorial, because honestly it's a pretty good comic book, Supergirl. So yeah, that's probably what that's going to be, but... Anyways, so this is the new one, the updated version. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this started. So to build Supergirl, you're going to need red concrete, yellow concrete, red terracotta, yellow terracotta, light blue concrete powder, white terracotta, light gray terracotta, white wool, blue wool, stripped spruce wood, and stripped birch wood. So we are going to begin with the row of 8 with your red concrete on the floor. We are then going to do 3 additional rows with your red concrete. The next row, we are going to do 1 red concrete, 2 yellow concretes, my bad, 2 red concretes, 2 yellow concretes, 1 red concrete. Next row, 1 yellow concrete, 2 white terracottas, 2 yellow concretes, 2 white terracottas, 1 yellow concrete. The next 2 rows are entirely white terracotta. The next row, we're going to do 2 red concretes, 1 white terracotta, 2 red concretes, 1 white terracotta, 2 red concretes. The next row, actually the next 3 rows, we're going to do 2 red concretes, 1 red terracotta, 2 red concretes, 1 red terracotta, 2 red concretes, and like I said, do that 2 more times. And once you've done that, you will have finished the legs of your Supergirl statue. Just to make sure I'm not... Okay, yeah, that's right. Moving to the torso, we are going to do 1 yellow concrete, 1 red concrete, 1 yellow concrete, 2 yellow terracottas, 1 yellow concrete, 1 red concrete, 1 yellow concrete. And then from this, we are going to do 2 light gray terracottas coming out from this, and 1 white terracotta. These are for the hands. Moving up to the next row of the torso, we are going to do 1 red concrete on the ends of the row. We are then going to do a light blue concrete going inward by 1, then a light blue concrete powder, and then 2 light blue concretes. The next row, we are going to do 1 light blue concrete powder. I'm just going to say 1 powder, 1 concrete from now on, just this isn't confusing. Then 1 concrete, then 1 powder, 2 concretes, 1 powder, 1 concrete, 1 powder. Next row, 2 concretes, 1 powder, 2 concretes, 1 powder, 2 concretes. Next row, 1 concrete, 1 powder, 4 concretes, 1 powder, 1 concrete. Next row, 2 powder, 1 concrete, 2 red concretes, 1 light blue concrete, 2 powder. Next row, 2 light blue concretes, 1 red concrete, 2 yellow, 1 red, 2 light blue. Next row, 1 light blue concrete, 1 red, 1 yellow, 4 red, 1 light blue. Next row, 1 light blue, 2 red, 3 yellow, 1 red, 1 light blue. Next row, we are going to do 1 light blue concrete powder, 1 light blue concrete, 4 red concrete, 1 concrete, 1 powder. And then the next row, we are going to do 1 powder, actually 2 powders, 4 light blue concrete, 2 powders. And then the final row, we are going to do 1 light blue concrete, 1 powder, 1 light blue concrete, 2 white terracotta, 1 light blue concrete, 1 concrete powder, 1 light blue concrete. And there we go. That is the front of Supergirl, over torso. Moving on to the front of the arms, we're going to do an additional row of white terracotta. Next row, going from left to right, we are going to do 2 rows of, or 2 powders, 1 concrete. And we're going to do this 2 more times. Next row, we are going to do 1 powder, 2 concrete. We're then going to do 2 rows of just concrete. Then we're going to do 2 powder, 1 concrete. Next row, 1 concrete, 2 powder. And then the final, actually, the next row is light blue concrete. And then the final row is going to be 1 light blue concrete, 2 red. And we're going to go ahead and bring those reds forward. Other side is the exact same, so I'm going to build this side a little bit quicker. There we go. That is the front of Supergirl pretty much done. We'll add the hair in once we put the head on. For the sides of Supergirl, they're pretty simple. We're just going to bring everything back by 3, the exact same block in front of you. So pretty simple. Now there is a little adjustment here. What we're going to do right here is we're going to do 1 white terracotta and then 3 red terracottas, and then the rest is just red concrete. Just like that. Other side's the exact same. And while we're here, we'll just go ahead and do the back of the legs. The back of the legs is pretty much mostly going to be covered by the cape, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. So pretty much you're just going to fill everything in and just copy the front, minus the yellow part here. There's just this row right here. Since it's all covered, I'm not going to put much detail on it. So there we go. Moving on to the sides of the arms, we're going to bring the arms back by 3 with the white terracotta. We're going to place a white terracotta right here, and right here we're going to place 2 concrete powders. The next row we're going to do an entire row of concrete powder. Next row, 2 concrete, 1 powder. Next row, entirely concrete powder. Next row, 2 concretes, 1 powder. Next row, 2 powders, 1 concrete. Next row, entirely concrete. Next row, entirely powder. Next row, entirely concrete. Next row, 2 powder, 1 concrete. And then the final row, entirely concrete. We're then going to bring these red concretes backwards, just by 3. And that is that side done. It's pretty much, the costume is very similar to Superman's. It's very close. So that they're pretty close in how I made them, just because they're very close in the movie. So, and there we go. That is the other side. And for the back, you will see the end row. So if you don't want to fill any of this in, you don't have to. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Just why not? So if you want to skip this part, go right ahead. But I'm not going to put any detail on it, just why would I? I am going to finish the gauntlets, though. You could fill this in with TNT or block of diamond or block of emerald, and you wouldn't see it. So, yeah, I really enjoyed the Superman movie. It was a really good movie. I mentioned this in the Red Dragon video, but probably top 5 comic book movies I've ever seen, in my opinion. So there's the back. The now we're going to do is we're going to take the cape and we're going to drag it all the way down to the third block. So right here. And then we're going to drag it all the way over by 2, and then drag that all the way up. And then we're going to drag that all the way over. Now before we fill this in, we're going to go ahead and put the emblem on. So for the emblem, right here, so it's going to be 3 blocks down, so this 4th row here, we're going to place, actually, yeah, 4 rows. We're going to do 4 yellow concretes right here in the middle. Right beneath this, we're going to place 3 yellow terracottas going in, and then a yellow concrete right here. Actually, 2 yellow concretes right here, and a yellow concrete on this side as well. For the next row going down, we're going to place a yellow terracotta right here, and then the rest of this is just yellow concrete. And then for this next row, we're going to place 2 yellow terracottas right here, a yellow concrete here, and here. And then the final row, just 2 yellow concretes right here. And that is the emblem on the cape. And then we're just going to go ahead and fill all this in with red concrete. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm very excited to see the Supergirl movie. They've actually rebranded it. They kind of did the same thing they did with the Superman movie. It was originally called Superman Legacy, but then it just turned into Superman. So I'm glad they did that. I'm also glad they did that with the Supergirl movie, just so it wouldn't be too convoluted. So it's also weird we're getting Clayface next year, so I'll make statues from that as well once we get nearer to that. But there is the cape. So for the head, the materials you'll need for the head, let's go ahead and just kind of clear this out. Start over here. So the materials you're going to need for the head are white terracotta. We're going to need red terracotta, white wool, blue wool, stripped spruce wood, and stripped birch wood. So what we're going to do is we're going to skip these end blocks because we're going to place other blocks there. We're going to bring these blocks right here forward by 2. For this first row, we're going to place 2 red terracottas in the middle here. We're just going to go ahead and surround that with white terracotta. This next row, we're going to do a white wool, then a blue wool, 2 white terracottas, 1 blue wool, 1 white wool. Next row, 2 stripped birch wood, or 2 stripped spruce wood, my bad, on top of the eyes here, and then 2 white terracottas in the middle. We are then going to do 2 rows of white terracotta. And then for this final row, we're going to place just strictly birch wood. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fill the rest of the head in with just strictly birch wood. So just like this, it should be 8 blocks tall. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those blue wools there. And you'll want to place temporary blocks underneath all the woods just so you can have the wood facing the desired direction. If we want it facing upward in this position, or in this case, I guess you could say. And yeah, so the entire side and the entire back is entirely birch wood. Then we're going to go ahead and just bring this back an additional row behind this red concrete here. Get rid of these temporary blocks. Do this side. Put these 2 temporary blocks here. And we'll go ahead and fill in the top. Alright, so that is the hair done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add some 3D details. So what we're going to do is right here on top of this light blue concrete powder, we're going to place two birch woods coming down. Do the same thing on the other side. Just like that. Then for the next row, the farthest row, we're going to do 4. So just like this. And then we're going to do 2 right here. We're then going to place a temporary block on the first row right here. We're going to take out our birch blocks and take it all the way up to the second to last block. Just like this. We are then going to place a temporary block on the first row, or the first eyebrow right here. And then we're going to take this all the way up to the top. We are then going to place a temporary block right next to this first one. Take this all the way up. And then we're going to place 2 temporary blocks right here. And just place 2 right here and here. And once you have done that, you will have finished your Supergirl statue. So let me get rid of my hand here. So yeah, guys, that is Supergirl. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I know she's actually not this tall. If you wanted to make her a little shorter, you could, but I mean, she's probably going to be a little older here in a few years, so she'll, like Millie Alcock will be, so she'll probably get a little taller as she continues on in the role. But yeah, guys. So yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching, and yeah, I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye bye.